Hello everybody and welcome back once again. My name is Jordan, also known as Jmonster, and you are watching the second battle between myself and Arrow in the Knee for Season 2 of our multiplayer tournament. And I am playing as Mordor. You can see my army here. I've got 1 unit of Uruk halberds, 3 units of Mordor guard in, or heavy spearmen in reserve. I've got 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3? Yes, 3 units of Uruks. Another unit of Uruk halberds, and on the wing I've got a unit of mountain trolls, 2 units of black Numenorians, and to support my forces on the other side, I've got a unit of Olagai, who are awesome. Fantastic. And my opponent has a much larger army than me. He's playing as the Kingdom of Arnor. He's got 2 units of Arnor Knights, 1 unit of Arnor Knights of Anuminas. He's got 2 units of Dunedain Rangers, 2 units of Arnor Heavy Archers, 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Battle-Ready Dunedain, and 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Arnor Men-at-Arms, and on the other side he's got another 2 units of Arnor Knights. So yes, my work is very much cut out for me here. Man, I've also got a unit of Nazgul here, I believe, who are kind of fantastic. They're like a little extra unit of trolls. So I don't see my poor little guy here being showered with arrows. I had intended to keep them out of range, but he's going to go for them. He doesn't like trolls. Fair enough, trolls are a monster. So we've gotten into a bit of a catfight here. I'm going to throw my trolls in to support my units, give them the edge. But these black Numenorians are not going to fare very well on that side, I don't think. I've got another unit of black Numenorians here fighting this Arnor Cab unit, and they seem to be winning, which is great. Great news for me. Let's see what he's doing with his cab on the other side here. I've got these guys. Yeah, they're still in support. I'm trying to harass his archers because I know they're going to cause me some serious damage, just as they did in the last battle. But I see him bringing his cav around on my left wing, which is going to be a bad thing. So I've moved up my spearmen in anticipation of this, because I know that if they get behind me, they're going to slaughter me. They're going to slaughter me pretty quickly, like in a matter of seconds. So I've still got another unit of spearmen here in reserve to support my line and take on these cav if needs be. So I'm going to throw these guys in here. He's going to pick off some of his own troops with his whatchamacallums, fire arrows. He's managed to get a hammer and anvil strike off of my troops here. I don't like it. I've turned my Uruk halberds around in time so they don't get completely demolished from behind, and they are strong against cav, so they're going to do okay. They're being pressed on the other side by a unit of Battle-Ready Dunedain and some Arnor Men-at-Arms. So there's a 3-way sandwich here going on my wing. I don't like it. I managed to get these guys into skill trim, so they're going to hold their own here against these cavalry. I don't think my opponent noticed this, so they're actually going to do very well against his Knights of Anuminas, which is probably going to prove pretty critical later in the battle, because that unit of cav can be a pretty big monster. So he's managed to scoot a unit of cav here behind my line, and it looks like they're going to deal some serious damage to my Uruks. But luckily, I've got my Olakai in pursuit, and they're going to take these guys in a charge from behind as well. In the meantime, his units are being shot with lots of fire arrows. So we managed to rout a unit here of Arnor Men-at-Arms. You probably noticed that his army is much larger than mine. I'm moving some troops here around the side to take on these Arnor Heavy Archers. I managed to get in amongst them to lighten some of my casualties. But as I was saying, you notice his army is much larger than mine. It's because I put a lot of experience and upgrades into my units, and which is something I tend to do often to my detriment. But this time around it worked because he didn't put, as far as I can tell, any upgrades into his soldiers as well. So it looks like he's going to pull his Knights of Anuminas out here. I'm going to try and shadow them with my spearmen, and they're going to launch a devastating charge into this group of Uruks here. We're probably going to start to rout. I think I've got my my general on the other wing too, so they're not even benefiting from his influence right now. Yeah, they're getting to rout. They're wavering, but luckily their morale manages to hold because I managed to get some friends into the vicinity to help them out. His infantry are surprisingly being pushed back on all fronts here. You can see it's just a brutal slaughter of Arnor units. Much less of my orc units have
only
fallen
half
than
the enemy
their
force
enemies.
remains.
I've managed to break his right wing. I'm not too sure what my cav is doing at this point, but you've probably seen them flitting in and out of his groups of archers. They are heavily reduced, but they managed to come out on top. So did my trolls. So I don't see this unit of Arnor Knights here. I don't think
only half our force remains
either, or he's forgotten that they were there because I think they were routing earlier. So we're managing to deal some brutal casualties to these Arnor archers. You can just see them being just slaughtered by these trolls and this massive infantry. I think we've got a unit of spears and halberds in there, so they're going to take brutal casualties. And in the meantime, I'm managing to fairly successfully harass his Dunedain Rangers with my cavalry. So it looks like we've managed or we've almost managed a breakthrough here on this side. These Knights of Anuminas, who launched such a devastating charge into my troops, are being surrounded and killed. He's launching more of his cavalry in here, just trying to break my troops. Looks like he's got a large contingent of Battle of Dunedain here. I think, yeah, they've managed to deal some heavy casualties to my Olokai, but I've still got them in there, and I've managed to rout his troops on this side, so I'm going to be able to surround these guys. But it doesn't look like I'm going to take advantage of that. It's probably stupid of me.
If we continue like this, we will
But
smash
I'm going to charge them into his Dunedain Rangers. I didn't want to get them sandwiched between Rangers and these battle-ready Dunedain. I'm assuming that was my idea behind not throwing them immediately into this blob of troops right here. Looks like we've managed to rout that unit of cavalry, his heavy Knights of Anuminas, and we're going to be able to throw some troops back in here to reinforce my army. The trolls are definitely managing to win the battle here. They're holding back this huge mass of Arnor men-at-arms and battle-ready Dunedain. Looks like he's going to outflank my troops here, but it's going to come too late. I've got reinforcements on the way, and I've managed to slip some troops around on this side here, so he's going to start to be enveloped on two sides. And my Mornon spearmen here are, of course, doing very well against these Dunedain Rangers. They're falling quite quickly. They're already on the verge of routing. Over here, more of his troops that had come back from routing have been engaged by my trolls. Looks like they managed to chase off a unit of Arnor heavy archers. And I've got my halberds in amongst them too. I brought the halberds specifically to deal with his very heavily armed infantry. So they have managed to acquit themselves very well on this battlefield. Oh my god, I'm so happy I brought them. They probably won this for me. It looks like we've managed to rout this unit of Dunedain here with a charge from behind with our remaining Black Numenorians. So I'm going to sick my Numenorians on these guys, make sure they don't come back. It looks like we managed to rout this unit of Dunedain troops here. So just a brutal, brutal slaughter. I lost... Oh yeah, I lost over half my army. He lost 88% of his, an average victory for the forces of Mordor. So that is Battle 2. So we are now tied 1-1, so there's going to be a tiebreaker that comes up at some point in the fairly near future. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that battle, and I will see you guys again next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye! Oh yeah, I guess before we do that, we'll take a quick jaunt here down the casualty list. Of course, the trolls have done very well for themselves, but mostly I think it's a morale thing. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Bye!